Hey, good, beautiful morning from Blairsville, Georgia, mile 31 of the Appalachian Trail. And this morning we're going to start off with weather, water, and then we have some rescues and other things going on around the world for news. And Mary's going to take it away now with water and trail chatter.
All right, thank you, Donald.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Right now in Blairsville, it's 74 degrees and fair. Today we're looking at a high of 86 with a mixture of clouds and sunshine. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. And then tonight, 66 degrees, clear to partly cloudy. The winds will be light and variable today. Up on Blood Mountain, we're looking at a high of 79 today with a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Mostly sunny with a 5-mile-per-hour wind and a 30% chance of rain. And then tonight, 67, a chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 p.m. And then mostly clear, 5-mile-per-hour wind with 30% chance of rain. Water on the trail is good for the most part. Make sure you're topping off at Hawk Mountain Shelter as you continue to hike north. You do have 6.2 miles that is dry. Once you reach Justice Creek there, at the end of those 6.2 miles, you will have a chance to get water. Slaughter Creek has water. I spoke with some riders that I picked up and brought back to Amicalola Falls yesterday from Neil Gap, and they said they didn't get water there, but there was water at Slaughter Creek, so that's a good update on that one. That's one of the ones that normally dries up throughout the summer. We've just had so much rain that it's lasting a bit longer. Make sure you get your water because once you climb Blood, there is no water on the way up and over. They said between Springer and Neil Gap, they really did not have much problem getting water at all. Snakes, it's that time of year. They are out, they're across the trail, rocks, logs, stumps, and then of course Cow Rock has those boulders with the nest of copperheads, so just stay away from those boulders. Great Smoky Mountain National Park, ongoing bear information, bear closures, campsites 23 and 96. All of the shelters are open at this point. And then the bear warnings are Charlie's Bunyan and campsites 21, 86, 15, 64, and 65. There's been a lot of bear activity out along all of the trail this year. So just let's make sure we're doing the leave no trace and we're putting away our food properly. Once we're done cooking, we're cleaning and, getting rid of our trash. Carry your trash out with you, and it'll make it a better place for everyone, and the wildlife won't be seeking out human food and getting accustomed to it really quick, which can be dangerous for everyone. All right, Donald, I'm going to turn it over to you now, and you can talk about some other stuff we have going on out here.
All right, sweet, thank you.
And I think this first one that we're going to talk about is quite important because I remember during our hike how we had issues with this at certain times. So this is a good one to be aware of.
Sure.
All right, here you go.
Okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, and this is what we got. Well, this is what we have going on this morning, man. Man, this is a gorgeous day out there.
Beautiful out there. Look at that.
All right, so let's talk about this, man. Lost hikers rescued after fake trail marker in Adirondacks. Deck says it is illegal to add paint to a trail. 3 hikers were required a rescue from a New York State Department of Environmental Conservation last week after they followed a fake trail marker and got lost. Forest rangers with Deck were called to Black Bear Mountain in Hamilton County around 2 p.m. last Wednesday. 44-year-old and 2 teenagers followed blue paint on the trees, which were these big blue paint arrows on a tree. So it said, like, I saw one of them. It said, like, the trail or something, man, and it was a regular sign. But then down below it had, like, this blue painted arrow on the tree pointing in the opposite direction. All right, and so a 44-year-old and 2 teenagers followed the blue paint on trees on their way down from the summit. The markers are believed to have been unofficial markings that were added to the trail. Forest rangers located the missing hikers who appeared to be in good spirits. They were escorted back to their vehicle by 4:30 p.m. The text says it is illegal to add paint to a trail. If caught, the group responsible could face misdemeanor charges. Please don't. It could be very dangerous. And so, like Mary was saying, we encountered numerous signs on our long hike, north, south, whatever, and there were signs where people had actually carved in like a extra number. Like if it said 5, they may have carved in a 1, or if it was like a 5, they carved an extra line in to make it a 9, or whatever it was, man, which really screwed with us sometimes. There was one down by, it was right after Snowbird Mountain, wasn't it? And so when you get down to the bottom of Snowbird, you climb to the top from Greensboro Road, I believe it's called, where, what's that?
Waterville Road.
Waterville Road, I apologize. And so Green Corner Road.
Green Corner, yes.
It's called Green Corner Road. And so when you hike across the I-40 from Deeport Gap, you'll hike up, you'll climb some stairs, come back down, and then cross the brook, man. You come to Green Corner Road, which is a dirt road right there. You cross over and you head up Snowbird, which I believe is 5 miles to the top. Then you go back down the other side. When you go back down the other side, there is a shelter there, and I believe it's called like,
I think it's groundhog.
it is groundhog. I was gonna say muskrat or something, not muskrat, but gopher or something, man. But it is groundhog shelter, and right before it is actually a sign, and someone had changed the numbers on it, man. And we rolled up on the shelter early. I think it was I don't remember what they changed exactly, dude, but it really just pissed me off, man, because we rolled right up on the shelter. But either way, man, I think there was additional miles added to it. And we could have skipped right past it if we weren't paying attention, which happens, man. I've walked right past stuff, dude, and not even realized it till 3 miles later, and I'm like, oh shit. And then we get a cowboy camp or camping under the stars.
Well, I'm sorry.
What?
I remember when we were going up to the Waya shelter, or up to the summit there to the Bald, remember somebody had taken the 1.6, they carved a 0 out of the 1, and we kept wondering how much longer until the summit.
That's right, and we thought we had passed it, and I was pretty upset that day. We had pushed a lot of miles, man, and I wasn't feeling well, and so when I saw that, man, it was like, wow, did we miss it, or what's going on here? And so anyways, we did not miss it. We came out at the top of Wyabald, and then the shelter, I believe, is a mile north of there. It might not be a mile. I can't remember how far it is, but it's not very far.
From a minor irritation to downright dangerous, because
Super dangerous,
depending
bro.
on time of year, especially if people are looking for water and the shelters have water, or maybe they're injured, or who knows what it could be, and they're trying to get to a shelter, and that shelter's super important to them at this point in time. They need safety. Let's try not to mark up the trail signs. And
Well, this could have been a huge
it could have been.
issue. There's 2 kids and a father, dude. I mean, those markers could have led them way off astray, and who knows what could have happened. You know what I mean, dude? It isn't a game. It's not a game, man. People are just out of control, man. I actually posted this on my timeline the other night. So if anyone wants to take a look at the article, it's on my timeline a couple days back. And so, all right. And so we have a man-dog rescue in Mendocino, California. A man and his dog were rescued after spending hours on a steep cliffside Tuesday night after the dog reportedly fell in the water and the man became stranded trying to save the pup. The Mendocino Fire Department received a call at 8:36 p.m. about a person stranded on a rock under the arch at Portuguese Beach, part of Mendocino Headland State Park. The man had attempted to climb down to get his dog and became stuck on the rock face. 10 Mendocino fire volunteers, a cliff rescue vehicle, and medical unit assisted by 2 state park lifeguards, 2 sheriff deputies, an ambulance crew, and a CAL FIRE engine crew responded. There were no injuries. Jet skis and cliff truck with ropes got them to the jet skis and to shore. Very dangerous water after dark, but ideal rescue conditions.
That ended well. That's good.
Sure is. All right, and so Siskiyou County, California rescue. A rescue effort took place Monday evening on Black Butte Mountain after a hiker experienced a medical emergency while navigating the challenging terrain on the mountain's southern slope. I read about this one here. So CAL FIRE, the Mount Shasta Fire Department, and Mount Shasta Ambulance collaborated in the operation. CAL FIRE Lassen Modoc Unit Copter 615 successfully raised the patient to the ground resources where they received treatment before being transported to the nearest hospital. The CAL FIRE Siskiyou unit expressed their gratitude to the crews for their expertise and teamwork. They also remind the public to properly prepare for hikes by sharing their plans with others, wearing bright clothing, staying vigilant, and sticking to marked trails for safety.
Super important. And I also want to mention too, because, it's hot out right now and humid and everything. We always talk about everybody being prepared for the weather. Let's make sure if you're hiking with your fur friends, keep them well hydrated and safe from the heat. Also, all times of year, because they're out there too and they can have emergencies also. And what else we have going on?
Well, give me 1 second.
Sure.
And so there is definitely a bear issue. I was looking at a video this morning of people in Gatlinburg where they had all their steaks out on this grill outside, and they had all their stuff set up outside the Airbnb, it looks like. And a bear came along and snatched it all, and they were all laughing about it, and all I could think of is how irresponsible that is, and they're wondering why these bears are coming down into the towns and just walking through it like gangsters and taking whatever they want and strong-arming people, and it's not funny at all, actually, and people being that irresponsible is one of the reasons why we're having the issues. Now, it's not just in Gatlinburg, it's here too. It's everywhere. And so I actually posted the video or the link to the video where people are literally laughing about it. And then I go down and I look into the comment sections and people are like, oh, it's the cutest thing. And it's like, that's absolutely not cute. These bears have habituated Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, man, and made it their territory. And, they're like thugs rolling through town, man, and just taking whatever, man. And no one's gonna say anything. They just film it and laugh and talk about how cute it is and probably throw it a granola about. It's not funny at all, man. People are gonna start getting hurt here, man. People are starting to get hurt. And, I was looking at a dude's video the other day, man, and, it was a bear attack up in New Hampshire. I think it was in the Whites. I can't remember. But the bear had tore at his tent. And that's how close it's getting, man. People are going to get hurt. People are getting hurt. But we're going to start seeing more and more if people don't smarten up, man. That's all there is to it. There's nothing funny about this situation. Yes, the bear are cute. Yes, they look cute when they look at you. Yes, they got little eyes and cute little faces and a little cute snout, and they're fuzzy and... but those bears can also tear your head off, man, and they will because they're wild animals. They're not pet friendly. You know what I mean, man? And so if you roll up on a bear digging through your garbage, and the bear is startled, it may attack you, it may run. It's a 50-50 chance on what it's going to do. We don't know. It's a wild animal. It doesn't know what we're going to do. You know what I mean, man? And so we have to be super, super aware of what is going on out here, or this is going to continue to, the bear are it's going to get worse. I hate saying this every single day. I really do, man. But all I see is carelessness and people thinking it's funny. And it's like, dude, you don't realize what you're doing to our towns, man. When you're laughing about this stuff and thinking it's okay and tossing the bear. I mean, this bear took a whole grill worth of steaks, man. There must have been maybe 8 pounds of whatever was there. It was probably ribeyes or sirloin since it's grilling. I don't know. They were big old steaks. You can look at the video. And then they get up. The bear gets up on the porch there, and they're sitting at the at the windows, the sliding glass doors, and the bear is going through their table and stuff, man. And it's looking at them through the door, and they're just laughing about it.
It's all funny and fun and games until someone gets hurt, and all it takes is one person to get hurt, and then
Well, multiple people are getting hurt right now.
yeah.
That's all we're reading
it's all
online,
funny
man.
until then, let's prevent it.
Yeah, and so like these cats, man, they're standing in that window, man. That sheet of window is only this thick. I'm just blown away by the way people act like they're protected from this stuff, or like, their actions aren't affecting the townspeople that actually live there, the locals, man, because it is. It's affecting us. It's affecting everything out here, man. And people need to smarten up and guard the food, man, especially up there in the Smokies, man. Gatlinburg has, every day I see videos of bear walking through that town. And then people come here and rent the Airbnbs and they buy a bunch of food and they grill out. Awesome, man. Do it up. But why are people leaving the food unattended? Why? I don't get that part, man. They know there's an issue there, but they're just going to leave a bunch of steaks on the grill and a bunch of food out on the table? Wow. Blows my mind, man. That is the most irresponsible stuff I've ever seen, man. And people say they love this place, man, and they really care about it. And they want to help the smaller businesses. They want to help the locals. They want to do this and put money in their towns, man. But they come here and they terrorize our towns, man, and do whatever and cause issues and not care about it and not follow the rules and just do whatever.
And then we're left to clean up the mess in the end.
That's right.
Because we have to deal with this still throughout the year.
That's right.
And,
It's a lingering effect that
absolutely.
that causes huge issues out here, man, and it's not cool. People need to be more aware, man, that's all.
Right. And people are getting hurt. And in the end, in the long run, the bears will be euthanized because they'll become such a
A
problem.
fed bear is a dead bear.
That's right.
And so it's really, it's disappointing to watch cats do that. And I'm not saying it's everyone. I'm going to say it's all our faults. It's everyone's fault, but it's not everyone that's doing it. Does that make sense? Probably not, but what I mean by that, man, is there's a lot of us out here that actually care. Some of us just don't speak up until it's too late. I feel like this is partly my fault, man, because I allowed things to go on out here, man, that I should have probably been speaking up about years ago, but I didn't. And so today I'm gonna speak up because I love this place, man. This is my home. This is where I live. This is where I make my money. This is how I eat. This is how I stay sane, because helping people, man, makes me feel better. It makes me a better person. And so that's why I do what I do. It isn't for any other reason but to help others experience and achieve their goals, man. It makes me feel good to do that. It keeps me sane. It keeps me out of trouble too, man. Right? But anyways, man, I don't get into trouble anyways, but I'm saying, like, it just keeps me out of the shit, dude. And so this is my life, man, and I should have spoken up about it years ago. All right, anyways, that's one thing that we have to all start doing better with.
More aware.
Yeah. Now, there's a kid out here that lost his dog up on the BMT, man, up there by Bald River, man. And so I had posted his pup online, man, and I've been talking to this kid for a while, man. So maybe over a month now, and helping him out or whatever. And so he actually found his dog. It was a Doberman Panzer. From what I understand, he told me that the dog came up missing. He went back to where he last saw the dog. There were cigarette butts and foot tracks. He couldn't find the dog anywhere. He stayed there for 2 or 3 days in the area, walked about 80 miles back and forth, whistling for the dog and stuff, man. And then, all of a sudden, after all this stuff went out yesterday, about 50 miles away, they found the dog.
Nice.
Yeah, and so he thinks that someone picked the dog up, saw all the stuff, dude, and then just let the dog loose. And then someone spotted the dog, and now he's back with Foot Cavalry, or Cal is his name, and so which is super cool. So the dog has been located and is back with his owner, and they are going to go and finish the BMT now.
Good news.
Yeah, super good news, man. I love hearing that stuff. He was really upset, man. Like, he's been texting me for a few days, man, really upset, and you know, he didn't know what to do. He was just gonna stay around there and wait, and you know, he's had that dog for 8 years or something. So
That's your family.
Yeah,
Just as
that's-
Biscuit is ours.
yeah, exactly, man. So you know, I'm just glad he found his dog, man. Otherwise than that, man, I think we're good for today. We got a couple shuttles going on, man. Jordan's not working today, so I'll have him pulling weeds or something outside. Anyways, little baby Jordan will be pulling weeds. He's got this weed puller he bought, man, so,
Yep.
you know, put him to work,
Gonna go get
dude.
his money's worth for it.
Right, man. Yes, dude. I pay him to do our part, too. Anyways, all right, guys. If anyone needs anything at all, man, give us a jingle. We're here for you, man. Anything at all, man. All right. One love. Peace.